The fallout from Prime Minister Netanyahu's impassioned plea to Congress. It was a stern warning about Iran getting a nuclear weapon. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell wants Congress to pass judgment on any deal. Joining us now, Congressman Jim Jordan, Republican from Ohio. Congressman, welcome to the program. I heard about this late yesterday. Mitch McConnell is going to introduce a bill maybe next week which says, Mr. President, you've got to route approval of any deal through us, Congress. Obviously, you support that. Do you think it's going to be a successful move?
Well, I think it's the right move. We'll see. You know, Congress has a way of taking their time on debating these things, but let's hope so. I thought the Prime Minister gave an amazing speech yesterday, a compelling speech yesterday, and frankly, the actions of Ms. Pelosi, I thought, were totally inappropriate for our best ally in the speech he's making on such an important issue for both the survival of Israel and concerns for the United States with this terrorist threat that Iran represents. So I thought it was a great speech, and the way Ms. Pelosi acted was completely inappropriate.
Can I just get back to Mitch McConnell's proposal that he put a bill before Congress which says, Mr. President, any deal with Iran has got to be by us. I'm sure that will pass Congress, but I'm equally sure that the President will veto it. Well, then what? I mean, are you guys going to be shut out of passing judgment on this Iran deal?
I don't think so. I mean, again, I think the Prime Minister made a case for why the proposal the President's pushing is not the right way to go. So let's have more debate, more discussion. Let's get the United States Congress involved. That seems reasonable. That seems to me something the American people would embrace. That's how our system is supposed to work. So let's have that debate take place. As the Prime Minister said, no deal is better than a bad deal. So let's make sure we get a good deal that holds Iran accountable and doesn't let them get nuclear capability.
But Congressman, I've got to press this. I mean, is it possible that President Obama will push through a deal which allows the Iranians to get a nuke 10 years from now without Congress passing judgment? Is that possible?
Let's hope not. I mean, let's hope that he doesn't go there. But this president, as you know, we saw some things he's done in the debate we just had this week, Stuart, where this president, through his unconstitutional actions last November dealing with executive amnesty, has done things that I think don't square with the principles of this country, don't square with the principles of our Constitution. So that's why we need to engage, like Mr. McConnell said.
But he could do it. Look, I'm pushing hard here. I just cannot imagine that he could get away with acing out the will of the people, the representatives of the people, and sign a deal, any kind of deal with Iran that lets them get a nuke. I can't believe that the president would shut you out like that.
Yeah, well, and he shouldn't, and we're going to fight to make sure he doesn't. We should weigh in on this issue because it's of such importance, and that's how it's supposed to work in a representative democracy like ours, where the elected representatives weigh in on these important issues, these important debates.
Yes, sir. Real quick, on the IRS scandal, they found Lois Lerner's email, so what's next?
Well, we found the tapes. Now, here's the interesting thing. Mr. Cox said the tapes were, he confirmed his words. He confirmed the tapes no longer existed. He said that to us in June of this past year. And we have now found 1,100 tapes containing thousands of Ms. Lerner's emails. So I think it seriously questions the kind of leadership Mr. Koskinen is providing the Internal Revenue Service. But we got to get in those tapes, get a hold of those emails, and find out what she said, what she was doing. We need that evidence. And we're waiting for the Inspector General to actually turn those over to us, the actual emails. That should happen soon. We had them in for a hearing last week, and they told us there's potentially criminal activity with the ones they just found, the 424 tapes they just found 3 weeks ago.
Okay. So you're very much at the center of the action. You're a busy man, but thank you very much indeed for taking time out to be with us today, sir. We do appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thanks, Stuart.
Colonel Ralph Peters.